There's a classic novel that begins by saying, it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. And it almost seems like an oxymoron that you could have the best and the worst coexisting. But reality is that most of the time, that's kind of where we live. That's the space that we all exist in, where the best and the worst are happening. And eventually, it feels like it's just too much. So how do you manage those situations where, it's easier said than done when there's stuff that's just coming at you at rapid pace, rapid fire, and you don't feel like you can catch your breath? Well, I'd like to offer you 3 steps. Not 3 easy steps, but 3 steps nonetheless, because after all, I don't care what advice you're given, many times it's easier said than done. So the 3 things I want you to do, I want you to adjust, I want you to breathe, and I want you to conquer. And it may sound real cliche and real elementary to say the ABCs, but that's what they are. So you want to adjust, because sometimes when you're in the best of times and in the worst of times and you're trying to manage all that you're responsible for, there's some changes that need to be made. There's some changes in the way that you manage your time. There's some changes that maybe you need to make in regard to your approach and your attitude, and maybe even the way that you're taking in information in these situations. Maybe you just need to adjust your perspective, because the situation isn't going to change in the near future. Maybe, here's a hard one, you need to adjust your budget and the way that you handle your finances. Maybe you've got to adjust your environment and the people that you're surrounding yourself with and the activities that you are participating in. And last but certainly not least, maybe you need to adjust your advisors. Who's in your ear? Are people that are around you helping to speak life? Are people that are around you giving you good advice and counsel and information? Are they resourceful, or are they a part of the crew that's pulling you down? Are they sucking the life from you? Change your approach. And then just take a breath. Do it with me. Take a breath. Give yourself a moment to rest and get refreshed and to reset. Now, that might be as simple as taking a couple seconds breath. That might be closing yourself up in the restroom for 10 minutes. It might be going for a drive. It may mean going on a vacation. You know what kind of rest you need. You know what kind of rest you can afford. You know how long you can step away from it all. But step away for a second to give yourself the rest you need and to allow yourself the opportunity to come back and tackle things with fresh perspective. Take a moment. After you've adjusted your approach, after you've taken a breath, then you need to come back and you need to conquer that thing. I don't know what your thing is, but you can conquer it head on. After you've adjusted your approach, after you've taken a moment and cleared your mind and given your body the rest that it needs, then it is time to take action and to kick butt. And when you take action and kick butt, I want you to take no prisoners. And I also want you to take names, because you need to remember how it is and what it is that you have overcome. It's not easy. It's going to be hard work. But when you conquer, it's going to be worth it. When you conquer, you're going to look back and say, I can't believe I thought this was such a big deal. Because conquering this phase, conquering this situation is going to prepare you for the next big thing. And the next big thing after that. And the next big thing after that. See, it's only small when you've gotten past it. Yeah, it's a lot right now. Yes, you might feel overwhelmed, but you can do it. Just take a minute, adjust, breathe, and then conquer. I believe in you. I really do. This is Dr. Kina with the Momentum Moment. And until next time, do all that you can to live better, lead better, and to love better.